Obviously, he's big on the Trist. When AP Kaisa was popular mid, that was also getting played. But the only person in LCS we've seen play Zeri mid was actually M&S, his opponent.
Yeah, and ever since they changed Lucian's passive to be able to
have a dive. Level 3 here in the top lane. Contracts coming in. Fudge is still only level 2 here on the Renekton. Contracts will look for the Shattering Strike, but he misses it. Crash down, gonna find the knockup. Fudge is low. Blabber reinforces. Dopa's gonna take the turret shot, and Fudge lives. Contracts wants to try to bring him down, but he cannot do it just yet. He tries to remount, but it will not work. Cloud9 outplays the dive. 2 for nothing.
Blabber, and you actually failed the execution on the top lane one. Blabber is so far ahead. He has actually been able to get all his camps down. M&S in trouble.
Ignar goes in for the flash engage. Palafox with the Ardent Blaze gets NRG on the board.
Incredibly efficient, and efficiency is the name of the game for jungling, right? You know, his critics will say, all he does is 6 camp clears, but Palafox, we're gonna have to pause this.
Yep, it's a 3v1 under the mid lane. The Arctic Charge isn't gonna get it done just yet, but now M&S can easily supply the damage. Sven ends up taking the kill, but the 3-man play 7 minutes into the game. Absolutely massive at this point for C9, as NRG need to stop this bleeding and stop it yesterday.
I mean, when things go bad and you don't have time.
Blabber is doubling his output right now, as C9 will also secure themselves the topside Scuttle Crab, or will they? Contracts galloping in as Blabber secures it with the Arctic Assault. Fudge locked down. He's cold, and it's Dokla grabbing the kill. NRG picking up a big one there, and they should be able to get the Rift Herald off the bat.
Yeah, really nice move there from NRG. They call up Ignar again. If bot lane's gonna be a farm lane, get active on the map, and he's doing just that with the level 6 Lucian power. But Cloud9 positioning it potentially contest.
C9 does not want to let him have it. Sven goes in immediately for the engage on Ignar. Last auto attack plus the ignite from Sven gets it done. It's the Herald secured by NRG, but now they gotta try to escape. Sven with the flash lockdown from the auto attack in the passive as the Dredge line finds Contracts for the follow-up. He turns it around with a crash down. C9 have gone too far. M&S has to run as Palafox and M&S try to square off. We'll see if Palafox can chase him down. The equalizer from Dokla trying to provide the slow, but Fudge is back and he's ready. Palafox needs to get back over this wall. He wants to reduce the cooldowns, but he has to spend the break of the game. NRG forced the first one pretty early, but C9 do not want to allow them to stack. They know they have the advantage in open ground. Dokla versus Fudge in the top lane. Fudge gets the 1v1. That's the Fudge domination in the top side that C9 wants to rely on. Ramp right now. Herald down to half HP. NRG still approaching. It's a 4v4. Contracts is not in the area just yet. The Herald's going to be secured by C9. Ignar dashing back over to his teammate. Blabber tries to get away. A nice engage with the grand entrance coming out from Ignar as the calling again finds Blabber. Sejuani with the flashback over the wall. He's going to live as Dokla continues the chase. The ignite is on Sven. The flash for the follow, so Dokla gets a kill. NRG will end up.
They're going to still fight this one.
Contracts.
C9 thinking about the approach. They decide it's not worth it. They're going to back away, and NRG will take their second Drake of the game.
NRG looking, see if they can catch anyone here. The tower's going to drop.
Not quite. The engage coming out from NRG. Sven's going to be the target, and he dies immediately. He drops the ult to try to do anything, but it won't do a thing. Nicely played.
They do get the tier 1 mid, though, and they're pinging towards the tier 1. I do think there will be that point, maybe not where they can just burst them, so to say,
right,
but they can definitely deal with
they
them.
Can
the
get
slow burn.
eventually.
He just wants to poke on this Kaisa build here, so he's just throwing out W after W Void Seekers here, trying to fish for some extra damage early on. And here comes M&S. He's pushed up the top side, so he's come down for the dragon. Double poke has arrived.
Yeah, this is a bit of a problem, but Dokla has arrived. We're ready to go. Contracts goes in for the Shattering Strike. Again, they're going to focus on Sven.
Fudge is behind him.
Quickness, but Fudge is coming around from behind. Palafox is already dead. Can the equalizer do anything? Contracts is about to burn. C9 getting roasted by the flames. He's dead just yet. FBI might be ready to pop off. He's continuing to try to chase. Dokla kills Fudge. FBI still looking, but C9 is not done yet. Contracts getting hit with a Void Seeker. M&S coming in from the side. Contracts staying alive for now. Void Seeker on FBI. They go back in, but it's M&S finding 2. Ignar has to disengage. FBI's been caught by Blabber. C9 is just better.
M&S and Berserker pick them apart.
Vision, no chance for Palafox to do anything, so Cloud9 take the fight. They're gonna get the Baron as well. They don't even make the pit stop. I start thinking, hey, maybe Zeri can take over this fight. watch right here. This speed shrine made such a huge difference as the double Cloud9 members are able to get that move speed just barely out of auto range there. If that was a crab taken by NRG, I think FBI chases down and kills them both off.
Hold on, we're not done. Blabber's been caught, and finally, NRG can burn through him. A critical pick to slow down what Cloud9 would want to be doing with this Baron, but Fudge is split pushing in the top lane.
NRG have also picked up Dragon number 3 while we were in that replay, so they got in there
ahead, just constantly having to play dodgeball with these projectiles. Plus 8.1 thousand gold now for C9, about 27 minutes into the game. 20 seconds remain on the Baron buff. They have one wave in mid that they might try to force down that tier 2 with. M&S, though, getting caught, forced to use the stopwatch. Ignar just sitting on top of him with a quickness so they can guarantee the burst. But now C9's ready to fight it back. Magnet Storm on 3 from Contracts. Fudge is locked down for now, but he makes his way into the fight, and FBI is going to be killed immediately. Fudge is still going forward. Energy falling back as the Glacial Prison explodes. Contract with a crash down, back onto the Croc. Palafox wants to dash back and find some damage, but he can't do it. Ignar falls too. A triple kill to Berserker, and C9 are on the warpath.
I think Cloud9 might have just done it. They look like they want to try to push for the win here. We'll see if the soul laners of NRG can hold them off or if Cloud9 are going to back up. They're moving for the end.
C9 are ready to try to end it right here. Palafox and Dokro wanted to defend, but Palafox is immediately jumped on with the Lucian gone. C9 still have the ending of this game in their eyes. One minion left at the Nexus turrets. Dokla again using the stasis with a flame spitter to buy enough time. He'll force them back and give Energy one last chance.
Yeah, Dokla is going to save it for now with that Zhonya's. Burns down the minion wave. But my goodness, the damage dealt by the 4 remain
to have to punch through. 30 minutes into the game, C9 is going to grab their second Drake. They will prevent Energy from taking apart Energy's Nexus turrets. C9 just keeping him here right now, allowing those minions to go to work. They don't even have to worry about the Baron. Contracts trying to find something as M&S misses the accelerated shot blast. The second Nexus turret is already half dead. C9 knows they just got to kite these guys around. Blabber and Fudge disengaging as Energy have now taken control over the Baron pit. Contracts goes in for the Magnet Storm. A lot of damage on Fudge, and Blabber's already dead. C9 looking to find their way back in as Berserker goes over the wall looking for FBI, but Dokla's ready to turn it around. Palafox chased down with a depth charge. M&S is ready to clean them up, and the carries are already dead. C9 are going to win the fight. Their minions are going to win the game. They are going to take it. It's an ace for Blabber, a triple kill for M&S, and Fudge will use his teleport to end this game off of it.
Pose for a picture, Fudge, because you've got the spotlight there with the minions at the Nexus. He finishes up his extra CS, and he's going to take game number 1. 13,000 gold ahead for Cloud9, 32 minutes in.
It started with an attempted dive in top lane.
Between the Recon, between the Rel, as well as the Annie, flanks potentially coming through from that Renekton. So you have got to really make sure you are on point. There's good poke
on the Scuttle Crab, then ready to smite it as Blabber goes over the wall with a crash down. Contracts is there and waiting. Both mid laners rotating over. M&S has the health advantage, so Energy's got to be a little bit careful about that one. Palafox gets stunned up as he tries to go back into his own jungle, but now the accelerated shot blast flash to the skies. M&S is on the run. Contracts ready to chase. They turn their attention back over onto Blabber. C9 lose their jungler. It's first blood over to Palafox. Being the bait while Energy lands the Drake on the other side of the river. They're up 800 gold in the first objective. Drop that soon on Energy's side if they want to get anything out of it. You can see Contracts hanging around mid, trying to get an opportunity to use it right now as Fudge and Blabber are going for the 2v1 on Dokla underneath the turret. He finally pops the counter-strike here, looking for a lot of damage back onto the Croc, but Dominus gives him plenty of HP to guarantee they get what they came for. C9 making the play in top side, and they're going to get paid for it.
Cloud9 just played that so well. You just stand directly on top of the Jax, and you force him to use
will be able to take care of this. Come on, get rid of it.
I would say Infernal is what you're hoping for with this poke comp.
You definitely don't want the Gas Dragon. All right.
Or you're going to be putting yourself in that position that you could get 100 to 0'd, because it's going to be all pressure on Cloud9 to find those engages as Contracts up top side.
Yeah, we got Fudge having to get away from this one, but Dominus has been cast. Energy bringing in the backup. Contracts misses that follow-up root caller, but Ignar's there to make it happen, and Palafox is getting paid. The Goon Squad has...
So definitely did commit a fair bit, plus the TP from Palafox, but at the same time, C9 is potentially looking to fight, but M&S isn't.
It's still standing.
The wind blows a little bit stronger than normal. It's gone. But for now, it remains. Fudge going to knock down the tier. So let's go back to what I was about to say right before it happened. The ultis, the level 11s from Renekton and Annie, so big for the...
Force some tempo here down to the bottom side of the map.
They do have to get the Herald in range of the turret. They don't want it to just die without charging. There we go. Ready to go, but it looks like, no, they're just going to surrender this Drake. NRG move on to Soul Point. Not even 19 getting engaged, John, but he pops the Magnet Storm. He has the Aftershock. He's Rel. He's very difficult to kill. Palafox going in for the solo kill attempt on Niminez. Flashes forward, needs one more auto attack. Palafox kills him off before Fudge is able to reinforce.
Timbers?
He even uses the stopwatch. Timbers is still just standing there. Redemption coming out from Contracts. Palafox goes to the skies, and Fudge cannot finish the job. Palafox stepping back up as the Root Caller flies out, and Palafox is reinforced with the shield. They're ready to try to finish the kill. Daisy throws him up, and Contracts smacks him down. NRG get this one away, but if he goes in, it's a one-way trip. Baron at 5,000 HP. NRG with control over the objective. All the brushes down in the pit, making it even harder for C9 to know what's going on. Beautifully done from Ignar to knock Blabber away. The Baron is burned down, but can NRG escape the pit? Dokla's at half HP. He's going in for the stun. He's found Berserker, who goes up into the air. The feathers fly. Palafox goes to the skies. Berserker's going to be taken low. He finally dies. Flood with the shutdown back on Palafox. Both the carries on NRG are dead. Ignar with a flash back out over the wall. C9 cleans up 3.
Cloud9! Baron, and Jax is pushing top here, looking to pressure the base because there's no TPs for Cloud9, so no one can actually go back and respond. If Fudge goes up there, he's not going to look to split push.
He's ready to come in. Ignar also looking for a flank angle on C9. Sven going to step up, check the tri-brush. Fudge has already arrived. Dokla coming in for the TP into the pit. The Drake itself down to 3,000 HP. They're looking to burn it as the helicopter finds its way into the back line of C9. A lot of damage on Niminez, but he ain't going to be killed off just yet. FBI barely keeping himself alive. Palafox finally getting the kill back on the Annie as Dokla occupies 3. He looks for the stun. Berserker goes up into the air. He stays alive for now. Renekton's trying to tear through him, but he ain't got the damage. He can't do it.
Palafox on his eye!
Now, Palafox finds Berserker. He's found the enemy carry. C9 still tries to fight it, but Fudge is running out of cooldowns. They're after FBI. They may just get him, but no! NRG saves their man. A triple kill for the Jace and an ace for NRG.
And Palafox is teleporting topside. He's going to take down this inhibitor. Massive, massive stuff from the mid laner of NRG.
Remember the name, it's Palafox, and he comes up huge again for NRG. Gets the triple kill, finds the flash over the wall to take out Berserker, and may have just done enough damage to secure this second game.
Critically, the one who was the point of power for C9. He was the one who would need to do some carry work. Let's see if M&S can find the angle here on Palafox. Goes for it, they won't get the stun. Palafox getting away. Dokla keeping Berserker occupied. They're still going in for Palafox. He's going to be kept alive for now. Re-engaged to the skies. FBI coming around from the side. He takes out Fudge, and Dokla survives in the meantime. Blabber stuck in the middle of 3. He's gone. Palafox unstoppable as C9 is now stuck in a 3v5.
Yeah, Cloud9 are
both taking a hex gate into their own side of the jungle. The Baron not being burned down exceptionally quickly, but Cloud9 also not moving anywhere closer. It's gone. There's no way you can do this without the Annie. NRG's just going to secure it for free. And there it is, Hex Soul.
But it's going to be so hard. They have very little vision outside their base, and if you can find good angles for FBI, for Palafox, you can soften Cloud9 up.
Sven, got to be careful as he tries to step back a little bit.
Ignar could engage.
They're bringing Renekton over as well.
Ignar goes in for the engage. They find the knock-up on a Berserker. Ignar looking to tank these guys up here in the front line for now as Dokla goes in for the counter-strike. Berserker's forced to ult here very early. Dokla going to be locked down, but he survives thanks to the Zonya's Hourglass. Berserker's still very low. Palafox on the side. That's it. They found Berserker. They found Sven. They found M&S. They found the game. NRG are not going to let this be a sweep. They're going to mop the floor with Cloud9 in game 2. 16-5. Let's go. NRG's ready to go in this one.
Palafaker leading the charge. Massive performance from him. And NRG strike back in game 2.
Cloud9 just got told it's not going to be that easy. NRG ready to give us a series, give us a show, and give us a final here in the Prudential Center.
Complications with Taliyah is that you have to be kind of moving back, and there's so much engage, so much ability to jump forward on the NRG side that I think it makes things a little bit difficult. I don't think Taliyah is really that good. Well handled there by Sven to spend the Ignite instead of using Flash.
Contracts wanting to steal away some of the jungle from Blabber. He has Ignar right behind him. Blabber ready to contest this one, but Contracts does get away with a vast majority of that camp. Meanwhile, back in top lane, it's a flash coming out from Dokla, taking advantage of the fact that Fudge already had to flash earlier. A couple more auto attacks. Big
chain. You know, really well played there. Flashing beyond the Aatrox, has lethal tempo stack over, back to live, and maybe a fight.
C9 might get caught here. Nice, using the Weaver's wall. Sven is trapped on the wrong side, finally flashing away, but FBI's got the kill. Seismic Shove ain't gonna find him as Blabber tries to re-engage. Berserker with a zap over the wall. It's not gonna do enough. Nice charm there on the Palafox, but M&S has not done enough to secure a kill. Palafox eats the apples. Dokla going in. Counter-strike on 2. He drops the ulti, and Blabber is down. C9 have lost this fight. It's a 3-0 game for NRG, and they're going after the Ocean Drake at 6.5 minutes.
Biggest difference, of course, is the top laners. You see on the mini-map.
Bottom half of the map, he's just farming. But it's going to be Berserker
behind
rotating
Blabber
up to
now,
the fight.
potentially.
They immediately throw out the Sejuani ulti. Now NRG's just deciding they want to disengage it. Ignar could be the sacrificial lamb, and I don't see any way out for him here. So it'll be 1 kill, traded away for the Rift Herald.
It looked like Ignar wanted a Hex Flash over the wall against the wall. It looked like that really was what he was trying to get done.
And I think either way, they're sacrificing him there. Now Dokla might be the sacrifice.
Dokla getting dove on, trying to pop the counter-strike to stay alive, jumping back out towards the enemy team. Contracts arrived, but it was a little bit too slow, and C9 get their 2nd kill of the game.
Talia is coming, though. Palafox has his ulti. Here he comes.
The Weaver's wall has arrived, but Blabber ends up on the other side of it. He tries to chase them through the unraveled earth, but Blabber's now stuck in the middle. He flashes over the wall, but Contracts is ready to follow, and Palafox throws another.
With the Sejuani and the Rel, there's 3 melees here with the Bruisers, so he's looking for, well,
Dokla flashing forward very aggressively against Fudge. Now leap striking back. Glacier Prison. Contracts tried to read him there. I think that was a Mad Life attempt. Fudge goes in for the flash Q3, but it ain't gonna work just yet. There it is. Dokla secures the kill.
Yeah, the 3rd man gets it done. M&S on the move up here, but Ignar is around as well. They can actually look for a redive. I think he's been spotted, and Palafox is gonna wrap around behind him. They're gonna try to redive this.
M&S stepping forward very aggressively. Spirit Orb thrown out to try to just chip Contracts a little bit.
He doesn't know.
Ignar and Palafox are ready to come around. The minions are already underneath the turret. M&S, chain CC, bursted down. NRG get another one.
With Ignar and Contracts.
and I want to point out that as they rotate multiple people up to the top side, they also rotate the Kai'Sa into mid lane.
You know, it's going to be interesting to see if they would actually push to try to take 2 up on that top lane. And they do end up getting first turret. It's all almost local gold there for Dokla. So Dokla getting a huge injection, already has 3 kills, and is now out to 6,000 gold here this early on, looking strong.
Fudge going in, trying to find Dokla there, as then Fudge trying to dash through that unraveled earth, but it's M&S coming in with a TP from behind. Palafox and Dokla both going to be in a lot of trouble. Fudge hits Q1, Q2 ain't going to find him, but M&S will. Palafox cannot escape. Dokla tries to get one back, but he won't get it just yet. And there's your shutdown. Sword in the air, the man don't care. Fudge makes it a 2nd.
He turns around and he gets revenge. Cutting that gold lead back down, but now we got supportal combat.
Man, it's a Rel and a Sejuani. I don't know how much damage they can do. Okay, FBI coming in. Once the Void Seeker connects, now you've got enough damage to maybe finish him off, but not quite yet. Sven's still low. Contracts needs a little more, but he can't find it. There's no damage. The Maokai ulti to lock down the enemy jungler, and Berserker gets paid. River as NRG try to approach.
All right, a lot of summoner spells up. M&S goes in.
He tries to find the charm, but instead, he just delivers himself to death. Almost traded back for Ignar, but he escapes back underneath the tier 1 turret. NRG are able to fire back as Dokla occupies Blabber and Fudge. Sven needs to kill with the Ignite. It's a 1-for-1 overall, but FBI jumps in. The killer instinct. Berserker is down. The Zeri is gone. And now Palafox is still on the hunt. He'll continue chasing after him. The Saplings trying to slow down the pursuing NRG players as they will force...
NRG getting a big play there again, able to punish M&S, who went in. It's another swing and a miss there on the Ahri, goes over the wall.
Follow through on your threats. If you're threatening Baron, then you better be able to do it when Cloud9 go get that dragon.
It's not exceptionally fast, but they are taking
the money.
FBI does.
FBI definitely does. Contracts, get out of here.
Go away, Sejuani.
Everybody wants to. It's just a matter of who's allowed to.
Ooh, Contracts jumping into the rush there, finds Fudge. Infernal Chains. Contracts gonna get bursted down. NRG's trying to be careful here, but their jungler is about to drop. Contracts kills Blabber. He gets away. Fudge tries the Acathian Rain. NRG don't lose a man. C9 still trying to get something. M&S dashes away from the seismic shove. It's a 3v5. C9 thought they caught something, but Contracts at the edge of death stays alive. Sven is gonna die to the seismic shove now, as NRG will not stop.
Palafox just goes in.
Them at match point, and Cloud9, I think, are really starting to struggle in this one. M&S has not really been able to have a great effect. Yes, you can still hope that the Zeri can make something happen. They're trying to take advantage of the fact that there's a ton of MR. We see a Maw third completed, but we'll see if they have the damage.
Contract's gonna be the target here in the front line again, but he ain't gonna drop just yet. This time they get the burst. Berserker grabbing the kill, and Ignar dies next. C9, a double kill on the Zeri. What did I say earlier? This is the X factor. Berserker gonna keep up the chase here as Dokla runs towards the wrong base. Palafox throws out the Weaver's wall to try to buy his top laner a little bit more time. He'll pick up the Chemtech plant blooming in the enemy base. Wants to jump back over the wall. Leap strike will get him there. Dokla's still on the run. Tries to use the teleport to get away. M&S flash charge to secure it. Berserker.
Confident after he was able to survive that bot side play, you know, moving up on the top side again, you know, looking for that invade. The whole team was not there.
Seconds or less till the Drake looks more like 10 now as C9 ready to step up and try to contest here. Nice stun coming out from Palafox. Blabber forced to use the twisted advance. Going forward, he's going to lead the charge. Ignar with a magnet storm ain't going to get a whole lot as Berserker rides over the wall, ready to ride the lightning. M&S jumps in. Nice jump into FBI, but he pops the cleanse, getting himself back away. Blabber going to be focused down again here. FBI is unstoppable, and Fudge is stuck as a golden trophy. Sven trying to escape, and Fudge will not. Ignar still keeping M&S and Berserker kiting backwards towards the enemy jungle. Berserker goes over the wall with a Mega Blast Cone. NRG take out 2 and lose no one. Palafox chasing towards the brush. Seismic shove to interrupt the enemy mid laner. He has the shield. He will not be trading. It's a 3-for-0 for NRG. They're going to get the Drake.
Trying to move up, but Dokla's always this threat. If he overcommits, you're going to get jumped on by that Jax, and Fudge is getting focused down as Palafox is kiting back. If you're fully for NRG, Palafox and FBI are just crushing people.
Right now, he's the only one from NRG applying pressure, though.
He's tested them here in the river. The Drake has been aggroed. Nobody wants to mess with it. Palafox still waiting to fire off the Weaver's wall, maybe cut these guys' lines in half. There it goes. Shoots it over the back line. Fudge has been separated. They can dash over. They fire it out. Seismic shove ain't going to hit the mark, but they immediately find a huge amount of damage on M&S, and FBI is godlike. C9 after trying to scramble. Blabber's already at half HP. His Sven tries to survive in the pit, but Dokla with a beautiful re-engage. A double kill of an FBI. Berserker will kite. Berserker will fight, but it will not work. He tries to get another one. He flashes in, but he can't quite get it. Contract's ready to lock him down. Palafox right behind. Fudge trying to fight back, but a beautiful seismic shove back into the Zeri now. Palafox with another perfect stasis. Fudge falls. Berserker runs. C9 are crushed in the team fight. Berserker cannot get away just yet. And Big Dokes lands the chopper. It's an ace for nothing for NRG.
Clean ace for NRG, and Cloud9 will be seeing stopwatches in their nightmares tonight.
M&S is up here in 5, Blabber's up in 7. Can they hold the line as Sven has already respawned? It's going to be 3 members from Cloud9, but Jax is TPing back. They want to end.
NRG still looking. M&S fires up the charm, ain't gonna get it.
With the Rage Blade fully completed, Cloud9 know this is their only hope, and they're gonna go for a steal.
C9 ready for the full send. It would be up to Blabber over the wall, but he can't even get there. He's gonna be locked down instead. Ignar with a magnet storm ready to go. They've already killed Fudge with a very start. Blabber goes down with him. Sven tries to run away with the ulti. Can only save you from so much. A triple kill for FBI. M&S and Berserker now stand alone as NRG stands shrouded in purple. And you'll see Berserker try to kite it out, but he can't get it done. FBI goes legendary.
But you have to respect the power of that 6-item Zeri.
Fudge, half HP. NRG still looking to force this here onto the tier 3 turret in the top lane. Weaver's wall makes sure C9 backs away. They throw out the ulti from Contracts. It ain't gonna find Berserker here just yet, but Blabber gets knocked back with a seismic shove. Twisted advance looking for Dokla. He immediately re-engages and the tree is chopped. C9, 4v5. 39 minutes on the clock, 20 the Drake. They want to try to burn it down. They're going to force the issue. They got to make it chaotic as M&S is here in the front, dashing right back into the Drake pit now himself. Sven with a knock up onto 2. FBI with 14 kills, immediately forced into the stasis. Berserker's already used his cleanse. FBI with a flashback over the wall. Fudge going to be focused down, but he survives for now. Blabber is killed by FBI. Berserker going to be focused down next. FBI with the damage. It's one for one of the 80 carries, but everybody else is dead. NRG wins the fight.
They're teleporting it to end right now. Big Dokes is going for the Nexus again.
Just stop him, boys. That's all you gotta do. Ignar with the shattering strike. M&S is all that's left, but it will not matter. NRG are going to force this to match point. They will take the lead in the series, and they will take game 3 after 42 minutes. Battle
performance from NRG so far, surpassing, I think, almost everyone's expectations here. Really looking good in this.
Palafox would often beat him in lane. His farm was a little bit down. He wasn't having the same level of presence that Palafox was having in a lot of ways, but his creative flanks, his angles for multi-
So Fudge should be patient in this situation, but with Dokla that low, you want to punish, and now Contracts is spotted.
He mounts up for the speed boost. They're ready to follow, and he flashes in. They stun up Fudge. NRG should be able to find it here, I would think, but not quite yet. He jumps back in for the counter-strike. Contracts took the aggro. They do it right this time. Of that fear that they need to have by stepping up. He's been able to move into the river, take control over that area that was control warded. Palafox using the pop blossom there. Nicely done from Imanez to bait it out as Palafox is going to be caught. His fate is sealed, and Imanez is first of the
Coverage around that
Contracts
bottom
around
side.
here. They're going to try to look to potentially go on Berserker. The TP coming in. It's everyone going bot. They want those sacks.
They want Berserker, and they want him now. Palafox has made his way in for the pop blossom. Berserker's going to drop, and Sven will go with him. NRG pick up the kills bottom side.
Minus 200
From this squad is what has gotten them here to this finals. Dragon will be picked up. And look at the rotation. You have Dope and a big Yone to group people up and keep people on a Rumble ultimate to be burning, but 2v3, 2v5 soon.
Oh, they immediately go in with the pop blossom. Palafox disguised himself as a minion, but it's only a double kill delivery. Right there, back over to Cloud9. NRG thought they had a play.
They're gonna get more.
C9 just destroy him. Ignore, only 150 HP. Fudge looking to kite into the alcove. FBI should be able to take him down here, at least get one back, but that was beautifully played from C9.
And look at mid, look at Herald. They're getting everything off of this. They get 2 kills on the bottom side in a 2v5. They take the mid lane tower. They get the top, and the Herald as well. It is kind of a different build. I want to say, did Chobi do this? I feel like he did as well. So I have seen a few different builds out of it, but this is definitely not. You go in, you get CC'd up and burst down. This is going to help him with that. And now Blabber going to drop the Herald. Palafox is surrounded, and there's no TP on Dokla, so he's going to have to try to make a run for it.
Yeah, Blabber's just keeping Palafox locked down here. Ulti throws out and hits him. Handshake is there. Fate sealed again. C9 giving another one to Imanez. I mean, they don't have any damage yet. Alistar and Rel. Finally, FBI making his way up into the top side. They know there's no ultis here for C9 except for the Renata. The hostile takeover could be a big difference maker here if NRG still tries to go in and engage him, and that's going to be knocked up into the air. Contracts ready to follow up, and FBI is running and gunning, and he's not going to be stopping soon. He shuts down Imanez, and Ignar wants to make it 2. Sven, the focus
ult he can
of their
take.
fire next, but he gets back underneath the turret. As mid lane, Dokla versus Berserker, 1v1. That's cleanse forced out.
He's like,
Yeah.
Berserker
my
is
lucky
hard
day.
countered by Nico because he sees the second cannon and thinks, oh, my lucky day.
Contracts going in, wants to find the engage on Sven as Blabber misses his ulti. Hostile takeover hits 4. Energy's going to be stopped for now. Fudge is the target of FBI. Ignar taking up everybody here in the middle. Imanez arrives into the back looking for Palafox, but the pop blossom's about to take him out. Imanez about to fall. Gets away with the Q3 for now. Palafox stasis keeps him alive. It's 1-0 NRG in the fight. And again, they kill him. Switch their attention over to the crab instead to guarantee they had that extra bit of an edge if they wanted to fight after. But C9 are just so much faster to bring all. Still keeping the Baron aggro as Palafox is hidden in the brush off to the side. Fudge still looking for maybe an alternate angle to enter into the fight.
He's trying to find Palafox.
5,000 HP. Imanez goes in. Fate Seal hits nothing. Imanez is stunned. He may just die here at the start. FBI goes on a rampage. Whirling Death takes one back. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far. And Berserker cashes out.
Berserker, yeah, he gets the ultimate kill.
In this fight, Ignar and
flip
Contracts are going to have to go in
They're
the
gonna
Baron
flip.
pit here real soon. Baron is low. And he's stolen away by Contracts. Palafox with a knock-off 1-to-1. Imanez tries to get away with the bait seal as Palafox is going to be burned low and Berserker gets the kill. Now with the equalizer, C9 are ready to turn, but they got to be careful. Dokla, Counter-Strike primed, the cooldown has fallen. NRG trying to get away now with only the 1 death in exchange.
At that point, because you already said secured the Baron. Now Berserker is really going to be in trouble in this next fight here, and MNS might be in trouble right now.
Crash down, interrupted by a nicely timed Q3, but Ignar's ready to follow it up. Rocket belt from Palafox. Imanez uses the soul unbound, but he returns right back where we started. Pop Blossom gonna lock him down. Imanez was supposed to be the win condition here for C9. A miraculous this escape, but it will not matter. Dokla will kill him off, and NRG have a 5v4 as the Drake spawns.
What can Cloud9 do? They're pinging top lane tower. They want to try and make a cross-map play, but when it rains, it pours. NRG going to get another dragon here. They get the pick onto MNS, regardless of how much it costs.
MNS is getting picked off a lot now. It feels like that's 4 deaths for him after a really good start. Has not been as effective in these team fights and in these side lanes. Fudge will get that tier 2, so a lot of gold injected into it.
Certainly feel like it, and it has come off the back of so much effort for these NRG players.
Not allowing Yone to be the anime protagonist and take over the game and do the 1v9s that he wants to do. Palafox and FBI overall now erasing the Cloud9 lead, building a small one of their own. Tier 2 turret gonna fall in the top lane. Total of 5 turrets to 3 now, favoring the river. You find contracts, but that's not a good target. TP coming in. C9 got to disengage from this one. It's both at the same time. They found Berserker. He's going to die instantly. And now they're ready to follow it up on MNS as well. The hostile takeover gets him out. Energy still keeping the dive going. Ignar takes a lot of damage from the tier 2 turret, but nobody's dead on Energy's side just yet. They killed the Draven through both summoner spells.
They're not even going to go for the Miracle Steal.
I think it's the right call. I mean, with Berserker dead, if you go over there and you just give away another free kill, NRG can take so much off the map. I think Cloud9 are hoping that they can make a rally and get a dragon here. Move themselves to Soul Point, maybe find an angle for that. But NRG are going to be back out on the map before they have an opportunity.
Yet they have the Baron. I think Cloud9 recognizes if they lose a team fight really heavily here, the game's just done. So they're going to surrender the Drake. Energy moved to Soul Point, the 2,500 gold lead. Still 2 minutes of Baron left to play with.
So close here for NRG. So many years. It's been talked about, but contracts, just imagine how he feels in this game. Stealing away the Baron from his former organization that he played on 6 years ago, the last time he was in finals with Cloud9. Now he's against them, and he's coming for their Nexus.
Ignar with a Hex Flash just in place. Wanted to see if there was an opportunity, but C9 didn't position for it. Energy going to continue their push. Tier 2 turret down in mid. Everything outside of the C9 base has been removed from the rift. Energy trying to make their play here. Ignar loses half HP, but he ain't going to pop the ulti yet. Energy still pushing up. Inhibitor at half HP. MNS goes over the wall. Soul Unbound. Not going to use the Fate Seal just yet. Energy get their next wave reinforced, so now they're going to continue the pressure onto the inhib. Blabber with the ulti. Contracts. Magnus over to 2. Berserker is dead. C9 are crushed. Ignar leading the way, and they're not done yet. Energy wants to keep this going as MNS is going to be your next focus. Fudge getting beat down by Dokla, who pops the stasis just to keep himself alive. MNS, Fate Seal right back at him. Dokla dies. Energy still trying to fight, but Ignar's about to die to the turret. He barely gets away. Contracts chasing after him. Fudge has to try to survive, but FBI's got the guns. Sven, the bailout. Is it going to work? No. FBI finally drops. Blabber's barely staying alive. Palafox, Contracts, and Ignar all still hurt. They have to try to get away now.
It looked like they had it ended, but they couldn't quite make it happen. MNS goes.
They're trapped. They don't have options. They know they have to make a risky play to try and come back into this game.
C9 going for it. They got a full send or bust. Energy coming around to try to stop it. Contracts here on the front line. Dokla's going for the Unleashed TP, looking to find the flank. Palafox into the very back of the pit. Pop Blossom on 2. Baron goes over to C9, but now they got to try to escape and survive. Sven's going to be killed off first. FBI grabbed the kill on that one. C9 trying to find anything, but Blabber will die. It's a double back over to FBI. They'll try to run down the survivors as MNS escapes down top lane, but Ignar may be able to close the gap.
He's got
the
flash.
headbutt pull should get it done. There it is. They found MNS, but they still got to kill him twice. Contracts and Dokla working together to get it done. Berserker wants to hold him off, but no! Flash counter-strike! Energy are doing it! They're going down the top lane. Only Fudge is alive.
I think they've done it here. The Fudge is trying to go in, but he's got nothing.
Fudge falls the ace for Dokla and NRG from their first win in the upper bracket to the win in the finals to the win in the summer split. Sven comes back, but he cannot do it. Oh, ye of little faith, why do you doubt? Energy are your 2023